All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Another episode of the Top of Off Cricket Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Henry, and with me, I got my by them, Walter and Sam. And as usual, we talking everything West Indies cricket. Specifically tonight, we talking the Test match. Hey, so Kemar Roach just tell the boys them, follow me to the dressing room. after Nick off Kane Williamson, he signaled to the boys them, let me go to the dressing room.
Fellas, tonight.
No, Sammy, before you say anything, I need the 2 y'all to apologize to me.
Oh, shucks. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I want to tell you something, but I can't say what I was. you come in like Tony Kosher.
I see what the man wearing tonight. Furthermore, it's only I representing the West Indies tonight. Both of y'all have black and white.
Listen, I got a black and white.
I got I'm a black and red and white. Raptors. Anyway, yeah.
Yes.
Me ain't giving you no apology because you no man, you put your mouth power by them. You put your mouth power.
No, it's a strategy, you know, it's a coping mechanism, you know.
I know it's a coping mechanism.
A lot of West Indies fans do it, you know. We give the realistic number because we want to build up too much and then it's a coping mechanism. We understand.
I understand it's my coping mechanism. You see, I realize based on I all the stats people, right? Based on I just realized that we tend to lose. The truth is, we tend to lose wicket in numbers, and it's something we got to address in bunches, right? And I know we're gonna address this. So let's continue. I don't. Excuse me, people, viewers. I think y'all need to put in the comments that my two friends need to apologize to me because I did say it, and they're trying to get me not to say it. He was trying to finish the episode. I had to jump in and say it. Sorry. So let's continue. Sorry, Kevi. We could start the show now.
Apologies, Walter.
I am not apologizing to Walter.
Walter Henry.
Walter Kosa Demon. I am not apologizing to Walter. Anyways, here's what I'm disappointed about last night, right? Kudos to Shea Hope and Tejan Chanderpaul for the half centuries they made. Let's get that out the way first. As we have often talked about on this show and in our own chat and stuff like that, I think we said it before we got
We said it last night, yeah.
We have got to get selfish. There has to be some amount of desperation. You understand me? There has to be, by any means necessary. And the way how Shea Hope got out last night, it really disappointed me. The way how Tejan Chanderpaul got out last night, it really disappointed me because I knew if we lost any one of those wickets, it was going to come in bunches. Right? Tejan Chanderpaul, I've seen him get out to that shot in regional cricket. I've seen him get out to that shot in Test cricket as recently as India just a few weeks ago. Sometimes you have to know when to put it away in the locker.
Yep.
You understand me? You have to know when to put it away in the locker.
Because teams looking for it.
That was a deliberate ply.
They're looking for it at square.
Exactly.
Even the commentators were saying.
Say again?
Even the commentators were saying last night, I wonder when they're going to go to the short ball party because it seems like it's not swinging around as well.
Exactly.
Because they were comfortable. And so they weathered the storm of the swinging ball. They actually did what Darren Sammy asked for them to take the shine off the ball because they batted a well. Tejan Chanderpaul batted for 169 deliveries. And Hope batted for 107 deliveries. So that's good. So at the end they should have left. Somebody should have scored 100.
One of them needed to score 100. Yeah. You understand me? Because here's the thing. If you look at the New Zealand innings, right? For them to get to 231, there were 3 substantial partnerships. The Etihad or whatever that Kane Williamson put on with, who was that? Was that
the two it was Tom Latham and Kane.
Him and Tom Latham.
Yeah, they put on 93.
Good. Then there was, I think there was a 50-yard partnership, and then there was a partnership, I think, of either 30 something or 28 or whatever the case it might be. But in the context of this game, those three partnerships were important. And that is where West Indies lost the plot. We had one significant partnership and nothing else after that. You need at least 2 or 3 partnerships, given the context of this game and what is going on and the conditions and all of that. We needed at least two to three other people to make a 20 here, 30 there, 25, whatever the score would be, right? But you needed some amount of consistency, but we had telephone numbers.
You made Lauder, Greaves, and Chase didn't trouble the score. So that's exactly where, because as you said, if the two of them at least made 20, there's another 40 runs. So your conversation different. You're closer.
And I thought with Imlach at the wicket, even when we lost Chanderpaul, I said, this is a perfect opportunity. This match, this innings right here, is a perfect opportunity for Imlach to come out. You understand? He's been in some difficult matches in Pakistan on some raging turners in India, where the conditions just weren't meant for us. And I thought this here was a perfect opportunity for him to just take his time, bad time.
And he can do it.
And yes.
I mean, fellas, when it comes to Imlach and even Roach, one of the things we got to appreciate, you talk about batting time, right? Is how many balls they faced. So, for example, Tej Narain, Chanderpaul, and Shai Hope. Tej Narain 169, what is second slowest 50 in Test cricket. Apparently, that's what I seem to recall. I don't confirm it, but I seem to recall someone saying it's the second slowest 50 in Test cricket. 169 balls. Shai Hope 107. The next person on the list is Stephen Imlach, 66 balls. Right? Unlike Shai Hope and Chanderpaul, however, his strike rate would have been what? 21. Kemar Roach, a strike rate of 17. Kemar Roach faced 57 balls. So yes, when you look at the scores, it's not a lot. But I still appreciate time spent. I know folks gonna holler about, but what did he do? We make less than 180 and whatever. We must appreciate the small things, because apart from those 4 batters, the next person on the list is Alec Athanaze with 34 balls, and after then is single digits.
I take your point on the amount of deliveries faced. That's 11 overs that Imlach faced, right? He scored 14 runs. At the end of the day, we ended up 64 runs short. You understand me? And that is why I'm saying this was a perfect opportunity. I would have accepted 35 from him. You understand me? 35, even if he faced 150 balls, 35.
But what I would say though, Kevin, to push back a little bit, context of the game too. Because remember, we lost a bunch of wickets. What? So that then put pressure on Imlach. I would think foremost on his mind is like, look, I gotta take off as many balls. And at some point, we can then go after.
I know he was thinking about time.
I'm gonna ask you another question. We're talking about Chanderpaul and Hoop and Stephen Imlach batting that amount of balls. Do you think that we kind of missed a trick by not rotating and the strike and getting at least another 20 runs?
Definitely.
From all of that. If we could have, from that, garnered at least another 20 runs, it would have been 187.
This is what, no, kudos to, I'm going to say it again, kudos to Chanderpaul for facing that amount of deliveries. You understand? That is over 25 overs of batting.
Yeah, good batting.
You understand? That's a lot of batting. What continues to be his bugbear is when he gets those balls, that he continues to drive or turn straight to fielders. Those, you have to get to a point, you've been playing cricket long enough now to know how to break that wrist and get the ball into those gaps. You understand? You don't have to hit a large amount of boundaries, but rotate the strike. And I feel like his innings last night, while he spent time at the crease, he accumulated a nice half century. It kind of put a little bit of pressure on Shable. You understand? Because for a large part of it, Hope had to do the gunning, making things happen, because he created a lot of shots, breaking his wrist, finding the gaps through cover, finding the gaps down the ground, or hitting the ball down the ground. You know,
it will be frustrating batting with someone who's not rotating the strike, because you're looking for, because for me, rotating the strike, it as we all know, puts pressure on bowlers, and as a bowler, even the great Ian Bishop said it. I want to bowl at you all the time.
Yeah, I want to bowl at you all the time. You know, good judgment. Listen, at the end of the day, him and Hope gave us I'll say this though, him and Hope gave us a platform. In the context of this game, given the conditions, they gave us a platform. And Justin Graves, Roston Chase, Imlach didn't capitalize. Justin Graves and Roston Chase looked like they had, like when you throw somebody overboard with a big stone chain to them, that's what their feet look like. None of the two of them move their feet, but you're looking to drive. You can't drive when you're not moving your feet. Nothing conditions in New Zealand. It's just not going to work. The ball is moving. You have to move your foot. You got to get out the crease.
I'm gonna ask you a question. How much more time are we giving Mr. Roston Chase? Because since he's returned, he hasn't had any score. He hasn't scored a half centuries yet.
I'll say this. You make West Indies made that appointment. It didn't matter who they gave the captaincy to.
We gotta keep it.
You have to be patient. You understand me?
Okay. I see you asking you. I want to see where it says, Sammy. Patience or do like them men. Drop him, drop Trace.
Stupidity.
Listen. We call for patience with Sammy. I don't see why we can't call for patience with Chase too.
Okay, I agree.
At this juncture. And especially given the fact that he can offer us something with the ball. Good. So
anyone who's saying that Roston Chase should be dropped, I'll ask them this. Replace him with who?
Well, that is the other obvious question.
Replace him with who? Who is the viable replacement? Not as captain, not necessarily as captain, as a batsman. Who's the viable
given where West Indies cricket is? It's not like it's the Indian cricket team, what got a heap of trouble. Right? We know where West Indies cricket has been for the last 2 decades or what have you. What?
I think they should be put back to second tier now. They're playing poor cricket.
The Indians, right? I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Darren Sammy needs to go give them
Darren Sammy should head over to India and go.
And England too.
Yeah. Go speak in the dressing room.
Yeah. Sorry, Sammy, I cut your point. I just had to put it in.
So listen, Chase was appointed captain when? Not even a year yet.
It's 6 months.
So, listen, some things I just don't entertain. Look.
He started it against the Australian at the end of
June. The great Sachin Tendulkar, fellas. When Sachin took over as captain for the Indian team, on this performance.
It dipped.
So imagine now, a man like Chase dealing with a team with so much pressure on him.
Why y'all don't tell the truth? Dealing with a team that suck. We're not good.
Listen, the England cricket team suck right now. The Indian cricket team suck right now.
We got to do an episode on that. After this test match here, we got to talk about...
Let me tell you something. You know who's been stinking up the place? Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes has been stinking up the place royally since he became captain. With the bat in hand. He's been stinking up the place. Go check his stats.
Not doing it right now.
Well, anyway, fellas.
Let's continue.
The concern for me, you know, tonight, let me tell you, I sat down. I was able to rewind, you know, and look at some things. Especially Shields. I was especially looking at Shields. I was wondering, because remember a few nights ago, I asked about, okay, when he's like bowling a wide, I mean, come on, man. If you've never seen Shields bowl before, just looking at him bowling a wide tonight, tell yourself, boy, we're happy for him, but gotta work on a lot of things, you know? But here's the thing. He got about, what, 6 overs on the track tonight. I think it's the longest spell he's had, which is good, I guess, you know? Get your rhythm up and what have you. But even with the slow balls, like say around 130, he's still not you know, lack of control there. Because I was wondering if, okay, when he's going for the extra pace, if then he loses his shape a bit and the ball goes haywire. But like I said, even at 130, the man spraying it down leg side or what have you.
His action is not a repeatable one.
Good. And remember, as I said to you the last time, it's like if you're warming up to bowl, right? All you're trying to do is to get the ball to your teammate, right? So you're just staying on you, right? So I think when that ball comes, when he's here, he has a little more control of it as opposed to when he's that wider, when it's away from the body and he's aiming for extra pace, I'm not sure. He has less control then. I think that's what's probably happening. And it seems as if he's still working on, as you said, a repeatable action. You see? Now, the number I want for us to go to bed with tonight is 124.2. Why is that number important? Remember, I was watching Speed Gun tonight. That's why I sit down and I'm watching Speed Gun tonight. 124.2. What does that number mean? Make a guess.
You're muted, Walter.
Johan Lane?
No, sir. No, man, they're trying to get 140.
You talking about Roach?
124.2. Huh?
You talking about Roach?
Roach and Williamson.
Oh, Williamson?
That is the ball that got Williamson.
I didn't check the speed. Yeah.
124.2. Yeah. Ball number 5. And the balls before that we could see. Keeping it just outside off stump, you know? And you're working it in. A feather of a nick.
Let me tell you something.
So before I go, Kevin, the reason why I bring that number up, you know, if it means that OJ Shields got to just, again, strive for accuracy, right? And you're bringing the odd short ball, you know? But the main thing he should be trying for is accuracy. I remember, I don't know if you listened to his little... Yeah,
when he said he was still.
You know exactly.
Yeah, because he used to swing the ball.
Exactly where we're going.
Yeah. And right? they're telling him got pace and that kind of things. He went back to the lab and tried to get some more pace, you know.
Going to the gym.
Pace, you know.
Who's that? Yeah.
OJ Shields.
Oh, he said that. Yeah.
Anyway, go through, Kevin.
Everybody remember Glenn McGrath, right?
Especially Lara.
Yeah. The beauty about watching Glenn McGrath used to operate between 75 to 80 kilometers, 80 miles per hour.
Miles, yeah.
80 miles per hour, right? But the accuracy was unerring. Even after Courtney Ambrose lost some of his pace in the mid-90s, right?
Yeah.
The accuracy was unerring. Ambi was operating between, 77 to around about 83, 84. But he was still taking wickets in bags. Why? because he could put it on a dime piece repeatedly. Right where you don't want it to land. In that area of uncertainty. You don't know if to come forward, if to stay back. By the time you know it, you're wrapped on the pads, you lose your half stump, and a more myriad of things. Right? And I think, and even last night I was watching this young paceman from New Zealand, Zach Folks. He doesn't have a whole lot of pace.
No.
What he has, he's very accurate. You understand? And he keeps it on that line and length where you don't want it to be as a batsman. He asked a question of your technique. I was watching Yuan Lane tonight. Yuan Lane ran in and bowled, I think it was his third over. And that ball went from leg side to off side to the center to leg side. He couldn't package 3 or 4 deliveries around the same general area. And I understand that he's young, right? But I'm asking the question, how much spot bowling are we doing? Because right now, in that moment that Johan Lane was bowling, it required spot bowling. You understand? Just try to hit that spot, that general area. Just try to hit it there. But I did like the fact that when it was Shields bowling, he was bowling with a more experienced player. When it was Lane bowling, he was bowling with a more experienced player. At least that part right.
We asked for that, though.
Are you saying they're listening to Wally? They're listening to Wally.
Somebody on this show. They're listening to somebody on this show. You know.
But yeah, disrespectful. Say, I say, Roach and Shabin Ishmael be bowling the same pace.
Yeah, that's what it is, Mike. As long as it's effective, right?
Yeah. No. I just been I said.
Yeah.
Line and length.
Line and length. As long as you can get a little bit of nibble with the ball on a good line and length, you in business. It don't matter if you're bowling 70 miles an hour. You in business. You understand?
You know, as a stat I would love to get for Ambrose. How many times Ambrose would have been hit for 2 consecutive boundaries?
I don't think that would have occurred many times.
Right? Or even 2 boundaries in an over.
I've seen it actually happen, right? But
Basit Ali and Nick Knight.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been something that was very regular, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been something that was very regular. Because that's one of the most difficult players to hit in the history of fast bowling. You understand? One of the most difficult men to hit. But once the lead is now 164, I'm sure New Zealand looking to bat the day out.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sure New Zealand's going to be looking to bat the day out. They're probably going to be looking to set us something in the region of 375, 400. That'll probably be their goal. Even though we know it 250 would be challenging for West Indies.
Take it out my mouth. If I were
250 would be challenging for West Indies, given how fragile and when we lose 1 wicket, 2-3 go at the time.
So they have the highest shoots.
But let me say this though, gentlemen. Kevin's numbers there, 300, somewhere between 300 and 400. Is what I figure they'll be aiming for. I know that's a wide margin, right? So you could say, let me say 350, 400, right?
Yeah.
Because guess what? Today is only the 3rd day.
And today is the best day for batting.
You don't want to play big and bad.
Rose just almost pulled off a blinder, man.
And give West Indies 250 for Chase. Right? You don't want to do that. Don't give them a mathematical chance to
and I think that's the thing. They New Zealand are not going to give us a mathematical chance of winning. They're going to go for a place of comfort, right?
Correct.
They have enough time to bowl at it,
Yep. So you come out, you bat out today.
Yep.
Because and then anything, you come out in the morning.
Yeah, anything after today, the pitch is good to bat on, right?
Yeah.
Today is actually, from what I'm hearing, is about the best day to bat on. The pitch doesn't have the demons that it had yesterday and the day before, right? So yeah.
But here's a concern for West Indies though. Shai Hope was out, came off the field about what, 2 hours ago or something.
Still has
some allergic reaction.
Yeah, some allergic reaction with his eyes. He was being treated yesterday on the field for his eyes. That's why he was wearing that glasses.
Correct. There's probably some, I don't know what, pollen. I don't know. What could be causing that?
Anyways, fellas.
New Zealand people walk away punch on the whole.
The guys are back on the field. We ended the session with 2 wickets. I'm hoping we can pick up another 3 during this session here.
At least
to pull things back. Put a little bit of pressure on the New Zealanders for not too many runs, right? If we can hold New Zealand to between 60 to 70 runs and pick up 3 wickets in this session, I think that would be a good session for us.
I think I might bowl at New Zealand in this session.
It happened. If we bowl out New Zealand in this session, I'm gonna apologize to you. I'm gonna apologize. Anyways, fellas, this is a good place for us to wrap it up. I got a few things to go take care of. Good having y'all on tonight for tonight's episode. It's currently 114 for 2. The lead is now 178. Let's hope the fellas do what Walter say. Bowl them out in this session. We should be batting after tea.
I would wear this full day tomorrow. Why?
Hey, y'all hear it here first. West Indies batting after tea.
Yeah, man, out.
All right, cool.